Hello, kindergarten. This is Mrs. Kufin. I'm at my house and I am thinking of you all and I miss you all so much. And I wanted to share with you a story that was one of my favorites when I was a little girl. And the title is Harry the Dirty Dog. And here is my copy of the book from when I was about 5 years old. One of my aunts gave it to me for Christmas one year, and I have such fond memories of my father reading this story to me over and over and over again because I loved it so much. And you can see my book, it's so old that it's falling apart. And here's some tape that fell off from where my mother tried to tape it back together. But even though it's so old, I've kept it all of these years because it was one of my favorites when I was a little girl. And so I hope you like it as much as I did when I was your age. Okay, so let's read it. The title is Harry the Dirty Dog, and the author is Jean Zion. And we know that the author writes the words. Yes, that's right. The author writes the words. And the pictures are by Margaret Bloy Graham. And that means that she was the illustrator and she drew the pictures. Let's look at the title page, and there's Harry. And he's got the scrub brush in his mouth, and I see a tub full of steamy water, but he's running away from it. I bet he doesn't like taking baths, and that's why he's a dirty dog. All right, let's see what happens. Harry was a white dog with black spots who liked everything except getting a bath. So one day, when he heard the water running in the tub, he took the scrubbing brush and buried it in the backyard. Then he ran away from home, and we can see in the first picture here, he's underneath a tree in the backyard and he's digging a hole where he's going to hide the scrubbing brush. And then the next picture, he looks like he's pretty far from home. He's in the city, walking past a fruit stand. Let's see what kind of trouble he's going to get into and how he's going to get so dirty. He played where they were fixing the street and got very dirty. And there he is in the middle of the street, and his paws are looking pretty dirty. His paws look black. He played at the railroad and got even dirtier. And can you see Harry in this picture? He is on the bridge above the train tracks. And it looks like he's going to get really dirty. He's going to get all that soot from the railroad on him. He played tag with other dogs and became dirtier still. And it's hard to figure out which dog is Harry in this picture. Which dog do you think is Harry? He's the one right in the very front of the picture coming out of that big pipe. He doesn't look white anymore, does he? He looks black, doesn't he? He's pretty dirty. He slid down a coal chute and got the dirtiest of all. In fact, he changed from a white dog with black spots to a black dog with white spots. Can you see Harry in this picture? There he is sliding down the coal chute, getting really dirty. Let's see what happens next. Although there were many other things to do, Harry began to wonder if his family thought that he had really run away. He felt tired and hungry too, so without stopping on the way, he ran back home. When Harry got to his house, he crawled through the fence and sat looking at the back door. One of the family looked out and said, "There's a strange dog in the backyard. By the way, has anyone seen Harry?" So there's Harry's family. They're looking right at him, but they don't recognize him. Why do you think that is? Yeah, it's because he's a black dog with white spots, not a white dog with black spots. They don't recognize him because he looks like the wrong color. Let's see what happens next. When Harry heard this, he tried very hard to show them that he was Harry. He started to do all his old clever tricks. He flip-flopped and he flop-flipped. He rolled over and played dead. Do you think they're going to recognize him now? Let's see. He danced and he sang. He did these tricks over and over again, but everyone shook their heads and said, "Oh no, it couldn't be Harry." So it doesn't look like they recognize him. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see what happens. Oh, and look at this picture, the first picture. Look how sad he looks. Harry gave up and he walked slowly toward the gate, but suddenly he stopped. He ran to a corner of the garden and started to dig furiously. What's he digging up? What do you think he's digging up? Let's see. Soon he jumped away from the hole, barking short, happy barks. What do you think he dug up in the garden? He'd found the scrubbing brush. Who guessed that? Did you guess it, that he was digging up his scrubbing brush? Let's see what he's going to do. Carrying it in his mouth, he ran into the house. Up the stairs he dashed, with the family following close behind. Do you think they know it's Harry yet? Or do they think it's just some strange dog running into their house? Let's see what happens. He jumped into the bathtub and sat up begging with the scrubbing brush in his mouth, a trick he had certainly never done before. "This little doggie wants a bath," cried the little girl. And her father said, "Why don't you and your brother give him one?" Now, if a strange dog ran into your house, would your father suggest that you give him a bath? I know my father wouldn't have. But that's what's happening in this story. Now, when they give him a bath, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to get clean and they'll know who he is? Let's see what happens. Harry's bath was the soapiest one he'd ever had. It worked like magic. As soon as the children started to scrub, they began shouting, "Mommy, Daddy, come look, come quick." "It's Harry, it's Harry, it's Harry," they cried. Harry wagged his tail and was very, very happy. His family combed and brushed him lovingly, and he became once again a white dog with black spots. It was wonderful to be home. After dinner, Harry fell asleep in his favorite place, happily dreaming of how much fun it had been getting dirty. He slept so soundly, he didn't even feel the scrubbing brush he'd hidden under his pillow. And if you look closely, you can see the little yellow bristles of the scrubbing brush underneath his pillow. The end. Now, put on your thinking caps. It says that he was happily dreaming of all the fun he'd had when he was getting dirty, and he hid the scrubbing brush under his pillow. Do you think that he is going to run away again? You might be right. I think he might run away again too. All right, everybody. Well, it was wonderful reading this story to you, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I miss you all so much, and I'll be in touch again real soon. Okay, bye-bye, kindergarten. Love you.
Hi, Hunter. What you doing, sweetie? Are you being a good boy? Are you being a good boy, Hunter? Yeah. Who's that? Is that Moonlight? Hi, Moonlight. Oh, and Hunter. Are you being a good boy, Hunter? You're a good boy. I love you.